Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today I got something interesting to show you. Something to do with power in the field. Be right back with you. Welcome back everybody to the channel, and today we'll talk about when you're in the field, when you're out in the outdoors, or you're even on a business trip and you don't have access to the mighty plug, the mighty electricity grid or whatever, and you find yourself in need of something to recharge your phone, recharge your tablet, recharge flashlights. Petzl puts out some flashlights that are rechargeable. Recharge a lot of things, even your e-cigarettes. I think there's some of them rechargeable. Anyway, if you're out there and you need to recharge something like I do, and primarily for me it's my telephone when I'm out and about, because I take lots of pictures, do some filming, and just, in general, have my phone ready, especially with the temperature that changes and dips and raises. Sometimes the power drops pretty quickly, especially if you don't have a brand new phone. Mine's a year old, but it does hold on to a charge, which is quite good. But I do need to charge it sometimes. A couple of years ago, I was planning for, probably about 6 years ago, I was planning for a trip along the Jura Crest Trail. And I was on a 3-day, 2-night trip, about 45 kilometers, really taking my time. There's a lot of ups and downs. And I was bringing with me a good bit of filming equipment. I wanted to film while I was doing it. I'd already previously taken a trip the year before and found myself really lacking in power. And so I went and looked around for some stuff. And at the time I wasn't really interested in finding something that wasn't going to stand up to the humidity that you find sometimes in the Swiss Alps or on the Jura or in the outdoors. So I went online, and a friend of mine, he was helping me out, and we found a product called PowerMonkey Extreme. Okay, this is the box, this is the case it comes in, the support case. It's a regular, just a simple case. I store it in, and you can transport it in. But what I did is I found it and was pretty happy with it. This is what it looks like right here. This is the standard system it comes with right here. This is a 9,000 amp system. Now, this is not really good for charging laptops, this kind of stuff like that, but for my cell phone and for my GoPros, this kind of stuff, this is perfect. And it also has a foldable solar panel comes with it. Now, this thing really deep charges. I mean, it holds onto a charge for years, actually. I used it about 2 months ago, and we were charging everything up on it, all our phones, this kind of stuff like that on it. And then I came home and recharged it, and you can see still 99% right now. Okay, this has been several months. It's held on to that 99% charge. And it takes a while to charge it up, but it holds on to that charge for a long time. And that's the good thing about it. That's what really makes me happy, is that it really holds on to that charge. And so it's not something with the cold, whatever, it's going to discharge, I actually, before that, I hadn't charged it in a whole year, where I took it out on a 10-day excursion last summer, and up on the Jura, and it was fantastic. I think I recharged my phone probably 6-7 times before I really needed to start thinking about charging it. And then I just sort of, with the solar panel on it right here, I let it, it probably gets up about 20 to 30% in a half a day with good sun. This thing right here, like I said, it's a really deep charge. It takes a while to charge, and this is not a really big panel. Now they make, for the same company, they make 12,000 amp versions as right here, which are more compact, which are smaller. And they have larger solar panels also. And I suggest you look into those. This right here is a little more obsolete, I would say. And they make them also in a color like, I think it's coyote tan or something like that. And it's quite good. But I'm pretty happy with it. Matter of fact, I'm so happy with it. I paid more for this right here 5-6 years ago than you can pay for the new ones right now, which I think you can get them for like $250 like that. The system together, and it's a 12,000 amp system. Now, if you're going to run laptops and stuff like that, it's get closer to 30,000 amps. But a 12,000 amp will recharge your laptop if you need to. So, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm waiting for them to maybe come up with like a, what they need to do is come up with telephones that have a recharger system built into it, where the telephone itself, you can lay it out in the sun and it'll recharge itself, but they haven't done that yet. But anyway, maybe that's in the future. You never know. But this system works really good by PowerMonkey. And this is a PowerMonkey Extreme. Like I said, it's a 9,000 amp. Now, how it works is it comes with a whole bunch of cables and attachments. Now, what I've done is I've sort of separated all that because I don't need all these attachments with me. Most people I know have iPhones, but if they have an Android, usually they have their own cables with them. And because this thing has a USB adapter on the end of it and a plug adapter on it, as you can see here, you can plug in your USB power cable directly into the end of it right here, and it will automatically start charging your phone. This is an iPhone cable right here, standard one right here, which is, I just take it with me, and I have it there if I need it, okay? I have several iPhone cable attachments with me. This right here is actually a little bit different connection system right here for one I have also. It's just a mini USB transfer cable plug actually, and it has these other cables that come with it. Now, what these cables do, it allows you to recharge the system here. Actually, you can plug it in, and the way it looks is you have the cable right here, which is a USB and a regular cable. This plugs into the end of this right here. It has a small port at the end of it right here, and you basically well, this is actually USB, so it goes from USB to USB, excuse me. This goes from USB to USB. You know, because I don't use this thing as much as I need to, because it really holds on to a charge, I can get away with not having to recharge it in the outdoors for an overnight. And then you just basically plug it into the end of it here on the USB on this side right here. Right here, there we go. Okay, and there you see it, it's lit up because it is charging. It is getting some kind of a charge here, okay? And what you can do, it has a little swipe right here on it, right here. You swipe it, and you can see what you have. You swipe it the other way, it turns it off, actually. We'll do it, it'll blink up. So here's actually charging right now. And what you'll see inside this little window here, and you can't really see it right here, is a little, as it's charging with the light, it will make like a little charging grid is actually what it is. So this is basically so you can charge it up. Now what I have done is on a hike I did on the Lone Jura, I stuck this on the outside of my rucksack with the sun facing the sun actually. And as we hiked, I had this inside my rucksack, and this right here basically just sort of, as it sat on the outside of my rucksack, it got sun and it can recharge. So for a whole day of basically hiking, I do have to recharge my phone in the morning or at night. Next morning I recharge the brick up. And then as I hike, it gives me back some power. Now, it doesn't bring it up to 100%. I mean, this thing never gets 100%. It's 99% actually. But I've never gotten this thing discharged down to below 30 either. So I usually, I have had some trips where everybody needed to charge their phone. Everybody needed to charge some kind of equipment. And so we all charged off of it. But it charges pretty quickly, actually. It's not too bad. Not as quick as basically plug it into the car or plug it into the house, but it does charge and it will charge your phone pretty quickly. So that's what we would do. We would just basically sit it out in the sun, also recharge this right here, and then during the day, or if we stop the stuff, I just pull it out, make sure it's in the sun, it's constantly recharging, and there you go. It does get warm in the sun. This thing right here does. This right here, I've never had any problems with it getting warm. So here it does get warm in the sun, but that's because it's sitting in the sun, and it is doing what it's doing. Now right now it's not actually. It's funny. Yeah, here we go. You see it's green. It's actually the thing is 100%. What's really funny is that it just dropped down to 98%. So I guess it's just charging actually also. So I'll take it apart anyway. But it's a pretty good system. I definitely recommend a system like this right here. I like this right here a lot better than I like a lot of the other systems I've seen, which are not waterproof. This right here also, what I like about it, it has like a rubber coating around it. And because it has this rubber coating around it, it's really easy to grip, and it's shockproof. It drops. I have dropped it before, never had a problem with it afterwards. it really does its job. Actually, it's really just, and these covers right here, I've never had any problem with it. You can see right here, it's got a 5 watt and a 12 watt plug in right here on the end. You can see that, and so that's one was a USB, and the other one's a regular. But anyway, it stores up pretty quick, pretty easily. It doesn't weigh that much actually. If I put it on my scales here, I have my scales right here, set up right here. I put everything on the scales here. It's about 600. If I start adding all the cables to it, you know, yeah, it's about 570 grams, 575 grams, which is a pound. It's not that light, but it's not that heavy. I mean, like I said, and you can break it down. You don't necessarily have to have it inside the case if you don't want to either. What I found is that because when I'm hiking, I take it out of the case, and if I'm wanting to use it that way, and I'll just stick it inside pouches on the inside of the rucksack to protect it, and it's fine that way, you know, and it does a really good job. But anyway, the PowerMonkey Extreme, highly recommend it. Like I said, this is an older one, 9,000 watt, but you can go on their website and have a look at what they've got. And like I said, the new ones at 1,200 watts, they're pretty decent price, cheaper than the older ones at 9,000. And you can get yourself a really good system. I highly recommend it. I've been testing this thing for 5 or 6 years. It's never let me down. It's been nothing but good, actually. And the color, you know, okay, I got it in blue because that's the only color they had back then. But what I like about the colors, I can find it pretty quickly in the outdoors, it being blue like it's there. So it's not hidden around, camouflage somewhere, the same color, soil color. But if you need it in other colors, you can get that also. Anyway, listen, I appreciated you watching the video, and I thank you if you could just give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, leave comments down below. Give me some of your ideas or what you use actually to do this with. Some people use other devices. I definitely am open to other devices. And so leave a comment down below and share my videos. I really appreciate it. And I look forward to hearing from you. And hope all you guys have a happy Saturday, a happy Sunday. Today's Sunday, and I look forward to seeing you again. Take care. Goodbye.